Good day, everyone. This is Rita Choi again, founder of Asia HRM. Asia HRM is an international organization for human resources professionals to stay ahead of the curve, keep abreast of the latest HR information trends and best practices. Recently, we have embarked on a survey about the top 3 challenges faced by HR leaders in Hong Kong. To address all these challenges, today is our 6th session on this big topic. During my survey with some of the HR leaders, they expressed that showing our value to an organization is very important. But how do we do that? Shall we continue with our role as a support function, or we need to be strategic with the business partner of the organization? Today, we are very glad that we have invited an expert in this area, Ms. Sarah Ho, Chief Human Resources Officer of Jebsen Group in Hong Kong. She's going to walk us through the journey, the human resources journey, from being a support function to a strategic powerhouse. Without further ado, I would love to welcome Sarah to the stage. Hi, Sarah.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hi, Rita.
Hi, the floor is yours.
Hi. Okay. Yeah, so good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sarah Ho, CHRO at Jebsen Group. So thank you for Rita's invitation. I'm very happy to have a chance to share our experience of the HR transformation in Jebsen Group. So in the next 15 to 20 minutes, I will walk you through our experience. So please feel free to ask questions, and I will try to answer in one go at the end of our session. All right. Okay. So let's start. So firstly, let me introduce Jebsen Group. Yeah. Okay. Jebsen Group is a family-owned brand builder and investor. So we founded in 1895. So this year marks our 130th anniversary. Our job is we partner with over 200 world's premium brands, delivering high quality products, services, and experiences that enhance our consumers' lives. So our business lines include motors, beverage, consumer, and Jebsen Capital, each contributing to our mission of elevating lives through innovation and excellence. Okay, so this is a snapshot of Jebsen Group. So let me start today's topic. When we are talking about HR transformation, so maybe many HR professionals or counterparts, so your question will be in your head, how to start it? Okay, so my experience is by introducing the employee life cycle. That is my starting point. As HR professionals, I think everyone knows HR is a very process-driven function. And at the same time, sometimes HR can also be very silo. So if I'm working in CMB, I can never know what L&D is. If I'm working in organization development, I don't know labor law at all. So when I start the whole journey, so I introduce this employee life cycle, because if I can, my humble advice to start an HR transformation, the first thing you need to pay attention to is your process. It's not about your system, because your process will affect your data. And that will lead to the final outcome. So how do you really use the HR transformation to help the business? And I will let you know later. So by introducing the employee life cycle, so basically this is the anchor of all the functions and teams in HR. Okay, so to understand how the process flow, and at the same time to appreciate the contribution of each party along this employee life cycle. I will talk about it later in further details. So next slide. This is our HR digital transformation strategy and tactics. So let me give you a backdrop. Before 2007, the HR function at Jebsen Group was a relatively traditional department. So meaning primarily we supported recruitment, payroll, and some HR transformations. But starting from 2017, we shift our HR management approach to align with the employee lifecycle I just showed you, aiming two things. Number one, enhance the collaboration of different teams throughout the cycle. And number two, provide a desirable employee experience. So when you taught us start the HR transformation, the second piece of advice or experience I can share. So at the very beginning, we already categorized our stakeholders into 4 groups: HR counterparts, our employees, our managers, and our management. So each segment, we have tailored the mission statement in order to meet their specific needs. So for HR, we aim to enhance the collaboration and productivity of all teams within the HR function. For managers, we would like to enhance their team supervision efficiency. For employees, we strive to provide a desirable employee experience. And lastly, for the management, we aim to provide insightful analytics to enable informed decision-making about human capital. I think this segmentation is very important because it allows us to tailor our approach and achieve the distinctive objectives for each, ensuring all our transformation efforts are relevant and also impactful for all stakeholders. So when we are talking about transformation, so there are some concepts. So please also allow me to explain a bit. So first of all, it's about digitization. It involves converting analog information into digital format. This part is most easy. And then digitalization is about using digital technologies such as RPA, robotic process automation, to enhance efficiency, improve employee experience, and enable data-driven decision-making. Lastly, digital transformation is a comprehensive change in how a business operates, driven by digital technologies. It involves a culture change and also rethinking of our business model to fully leverage digital capabilities, ensuring the organization can adapt and thrive in an increasing digital world. So even up to now, we continuously challenge our existing workflows in order to eliminate efficiency and ensure smooth collaboration across all the functions. So throughout the whole journey, so we embrace digitalization, and also the digital transformation. So through our HR information system, we call it Jebsen internally. So for example, through employee self-service, manager self-service, and our employees and also managers can easily and also independently to access like personal information, leave applications, all the documents like pay slips, performance reviews, and also the important annual exercise like KPI setting, this kind of thing through our system. So why it is important? Because it reduces all the admin workload and improve data accuracy so that HR can be released and then to focus on other strategic initiatives. Another very important milestone for us is we centralize all the data and tools like Power BI. So remember what I said, process affect your data. So by centralizing all the data, we are able to build the dashboards to connect and also to monitor all our HR metrics. And also it will build the linkage with our business outcomes. So these insights help the leaders make faster, smarter decisions on, for example, resources allocation, organizational design, and compensation, so as to aligning our workforce strategies with the business goals. Okay, so let me show you our digital transformation roadmap. Next slide, please. Okay, so I may not talk into details of all the milestones here, but like what I said previously, firstly, my advice or our experience is we have the employee life cycle as the anchor. So for all the HR function team to work together to review our processes. Okay, it took us about 2 years to kill over 100 pain points, and also to streamline our process, and also to provide a desirable employee experience to our employees, and also to ensure our data is correct, and also insightful for our later that I called the 2.0 HR transformation. That is all our dashboards analytics. So our digitalization at the end of the day help us to do several things: centralize our workforce data, develop agile HR processes, simplify and also enhance the speed of HR function, providing insight in order to help deploy the business strategy. Okay, so that is our experience. But last but not least, I would also like to give my humble advice. That is the next page. At the end of the day, digitalization is fundamentally about people. So system technologies are just tools to help us to solve people's problem and also make their lives more easier. We as HR must maintain a people-first perspective while incorporating the data-driven view. So our digitalization roadmap focuses on 2 parallel areas: system and processes that I just mentioned, and equally important, people and culture. So in our experience, to ensure a smooth transition, so we packaged the launch day of our system as a Jebsen Staff Day. In Chinese, we called it 大节日. So if you know Chinese, in the middle of this slide, you can see the Ji, that is our company name. Actually, the sounds, no matter in Cantonese or in Mandarin, it sounds the same of festive. That means Ji in Cantonese and 节日 in Mandarin. Okay, so we packaged the whole thing like a festive. Okay, so the approach to help engage our colleagues to foster a positive attitude towards the change. So we don't talk about we have a new system. No. So it's a celebration to our people. Okay. So by giving or put it this way, showcasing the HR transformation achievement. But at the end of the day, we center everything around our people. And let's take a look of the video, and then maybe you can feel the vibe of our Jebsen Staff Day.
Thank you so much for the sharing. I really love this journey, and especially we can easily see the impact, right? From improving staff productivity, especially for the HR department, to enhancing staff and experience, and finally helping management to make data-driven decision. Wow, such an amazing impact that you have given to Jebsen. So I have some question here. And for those who are on LinkedIn Live today or live session of other channels, just feel free to put your question here. I saw a question here. It's a question time for Sarah to answer. Sarah, can you see the question?
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw that from Bruce. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just feel free, Sarah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I saw one comment, yeah, from Bruce. Yeah, so I agreed 100%. People first, technology just a tool to make the work life better. Yeah. So thank you.
Okay. Sarah, I have a question here. I understand that this journey started in 2018 and then up to this year. I don't know what is your plan going forward?
Actually, we are now going to, as I said, so from 2017, so process review. So we have our new HRIS, and then the 2.0, actually, we have all our dashboards already. Okay, so across different main processes. So for example, we have our recruitment dashboard. Okay, so that will help on one hand for me to monitor the productivity of our TA team, but at the same time, that will also easily for the colleagues to understand the recruitment pipeline. Okay, that links with our HR metrics. We have also got our all data timely, yeah, from our payroll. Yeah, so right now our HR colleagues and also our management can access. So like headcounts, the payroll, we are also able to develop the common language, so because for our business, they are so diverse, okay? So how to develop a unified perspective to measure, okay, to define human capital. So right now, I'm so happy to say, yeah, so we already there. Yeah, so right now in Jebsen Group, for whatever business line, so we have a unified measure. So that help the management to understand the productivity of their team. And also if we have new business, it's also very easy from the current data to design their organizational structure for new business. So right now we are embarking, further on, I will call the 3.0, of our digital transformation. So you can imagine, so for all the major processes, so we have already basically, I won't say 100%, but already over 95% of our processes all automated. However, so HR also connect with many different processes in the group, in other teams of the company. So right now we are doing this as our 3.0. So let me give you a very classic example, like pre-boarding, onboarding. So I'm sure HR counterparts will understand when you have a new hires, okay, not only HR, but like admin, IT, or the business lines administration, they need to do a lot of things in order to settle a new hire. So from equipment to system access, to staff card, or whether to print a name card or not. Yeah, so this kind of thing. So right now we are doing this 3.0 exercise for HR to connect with other teams. So our method is, because right now in Jebsen Group, every one of us tied with a function already. So we have a very clear perspective of our current workforce. Yeah, so we map all these kind of resources, no matter hardware, software, like for a new hire, so what kind of training they need to complete in different timeline. Okay, we call it a service catalog. So our system will be able to assess, okay, so this colleague, for example, is a salespeople in which business line, so in what grade, what kind of equipment they need, and then all the training, and then this mapping for the system will already automatic to proceed, and also to give the respective colleagues to understand. So the process, we are now in this stage. Okay, so the next step, what will that be? We are now in these processes in order to help everybody. And at the same time, we are also hoping we just finished. We are still working on that. So we are having an HR hub. Okay, again, data is very, very important because of cleansing all the data. Right now, our colleagues the HR colleagues log into the HR hub, and then they will see different boxes. So for example, like using pre-boarding, onboarding, recruitment. Okay, so these new hard example, their ID card, okay, already finished all their data completion in Jebsen or not. So we have these process to let them know whether the process is complete or not. Okay, so we have this kind of reminder, but on a platform, on a HR hub. So the HR colleagues, they don't need to ask people around. They don't need to use their own memory every morning. They just log into the HR hub, and then they know today I still have how many cases, depending on which process, which step, and then I need to handle like that. Okay, so I've got a question. So what are the major issues being faced in the beginning of transformation journey, as you may suggest our HR practitioners to prepare better? As I said, I think the starting point is important. Yeah, so my method is by introducing the employee life cycle. And that is my way. I think having an anchor for all the HR team to work together, this is important. Moreover, I think setting principles like what I said, yeah, so we categorize 4 major group, and each group we are very clear. So their distinctive objectives we need to achieve, that is important. Like we are already in 3.0. So just last week, yeah, so I had a kickoff. Yeah, I told all the colleagues. So if your suggested action, you cannot really to convince yourself or the other HR counterparts, you are not producing desirable employee experience. You are not enhancing HR productivity. You are not helping the managers to supervise the team effectively, efficiently. You are not providing insightful analytics to the management to make informed decision. So maybe something wrong. So this action you should not do. Okay, these principles or anchor, okay, is the way I manage the whole transformation. Okay, I think to find out this kind of anchor and also the principles, maybe it varies from company to company. Okay. 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 This part I know many people would like to know. What was the financial investment in the transformation? For me, okay, I use a very direct way. So for example, so if you deliver a new system and also ROI, at the end of the day, the management will ask, so whether you can use fewer people to do more job, right? Or to use the same people, but to do more job. So that's why I track our HR population during these few years. And I cannot tell you the numbers, but the result is very significant. So for the last 5 years, okay, and we have a significant saving of our HR cost because of the transformation. Okay, that is very direct. At the same time, the extra thing is like what I said, because right now, the management just click into the system, they can already see all the data they want, like compensation, like the commission scheme, yeah, the payout, like the workforce number, down to each function. Okay, so previously maybe they need, I don't know, so at least a few days for us to give the all the data, and you cannot promise these data are accurate. But now I'm very confident to say that all the data is accurate in our system. So the next ROI, obviously, is whether we can, for the HR side, we can do better, faster, smarter. So this also challenge actually the HR head. You need to develop your HR metrics, and then you track your achievement. That is also the ROI of your whole HR transformation.
Very nice, very nice. So any other questions from the floors or from our HR colleagues or our HR practitioners? Okay. So Sarah, one final question. I understand from this session we have got a lot of wisdom from you. If we really have to take one key takeaway, what would that be?
Be persistent. Yeah, it's not a 1 year or so, this kind of project. Yeah, because when we are talking HR transformation, as I just mentioned, it's a shift in the culture. It's a shift of the way of working. Yeah. So it is not a project. To me, it's a journey. As I said, we are now entering into 3.0. I'm still working on that. Yeah, because with the change of the business landscape, with the development of the organization, and then HR needs to work together with the management. So you cannot just let that, so all the processes are automated and that's it. I always challenge my team. So what? Right? So what? Yeah. You also need to challenge yourself. Okay, what kind of business impact I can really bring to the table? And my very humble advice is be persistent.
Wow, very nice. So what? Challenge your team. I could remember that when Leslie was the speaker for one of our sessions, they all in Microsoft they also challenged their employees, and they used another two words. What if? So now we have another two words. So what? To challenge our thinking so that we can improve little and little every day, right? That's amazing. And we have to be persistent, especially for your transformation journey. I'm sure that there's no finishing line. You will keep on doing it because there's no perfect system in this world. There must be something that we can do it better. Okay, so if no other questions, let me check again. If no other questions, that's we have concluded this. Okay, we still have a question from Bruce, right? Is that a question, Bruce? Let me see.
It's a statement. So
a statement
journey versus project. Yeah. Thank you.
True. Okay, so that's the end of our session today, and we will continue with this series on the 9th of October. Okay, see you on the 9th of October, and have a great weekend to every one of you. Thank you, Sarah, again for the insightful session. Thank you so much. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.